What is up, everybody? We had WWE's Elimination Chamber PLE out of Chicago tonight. So much happened during the show. There's so much to talk about. And this is WWE's Elimination Chamber Explained, the video series where we take a look at all of tonight's major events. We try to see how some of these events may affect future storylines. We try to predict where WWE may or may not be going with some of this stuff. And we take a look to see how everything is affected on the road to WrestleMania. Before we get started, though, are you a wrestling fan? Of course you are. You're already here. All we do on this channel is post wrestling content, so please consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit that bell for notifications. We post a lot of fun stuff on this channel. I'm sure if you look around, you're gonna find something that you like. So please hit subscribe, come join this community with us. Now let's talk wrestling. I just want to start off by saying what a fun PLE this was. I really enjoyed it. I don't know, maybe I'm in the minority, maybe not, but I had a lot of fun with this show. That women's Elimination Chamber match was so much fun. Of course, Rhea Ripley won that match. I think everyone pretty much had it in their cards that it would be either Rhea Ripley or Tiffany Stratton. And I think WWE got that memo because those were our final two tonight. It was Rhea Ripley and Tiffany Stratton at the end. But how good was Raquel Rodriguez? That is what I walked away with tonight, is how great Raquel Rodriguez looked during this match. That double pin that she got on Asuka and Kiana James was absolutely perfect. The way she was just slamming bodies left and right against the cage, right? Anyone who tried to jump on her, she caught and she slammed them against the cage, against the chain link fence that is the cage. What a fun match, and what a performance by her. WWE needs to push her to the moon. I know that we're already building WrestleMania and she's probably not in a major match for WrestleMania, and that's perfectly fine. But after WrestleMania, after April 19th or whatever it is, I need WWE to strap a rocket on Raquel Rodriguez. I need her to come out that Raw after WrestleMania and put everyone on notice. I don't care if it means her turning on Liv Morgan if Liv Morgan wins. I need her to attack whoever comes out of that match the champion, or Rhea Ripley or Jade Cargill. I don't care who it is. But that Monday after WrestleMania, we need to just all subscribe that we will be entering the Raquel Rodriguez era. She absolutely deserves it. She looked so amazing tonight. This is a heel, a powerhouse heel in the women's division, unlike something I've seen in a long time. I absolutely loved her performance. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm wrong, because that is what I walked away with tonight's show. But yes, we're going to get Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the women's champion, the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. That match is going to be so fun. Like I said, I think everyone had it either between Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley. I had Rhea Ripley winning this match mostly because I didn't want to see Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill again, right? Jade, I feel like Rhea Ripley can get an awesome match out of Jade. I feel like they can both make each other just look like absolute superstars, like absolute powerhouses in the women's division. And I think that that's what we're going to get at WrestleMania. I want Jade Cargill to win that match just because she needs it more than Rhea Ripley. I don't think if Rhea Ripley loses that match, I don't think it does anything negative for her character. I don't think it does anything negative for her aura. I think that she is still at the top of the women's division if she loses that match. But I think that Jade Cargill does lose a lot by losing that match. So I think that Jade needs to win that match. I don't know if that's the way WWE will go with this, but that's what I think should happen. At the end of the day, there's only one Triple H, and he's the one running the show. Are you guys enjoying the show? Are you enjoying the show? I don't know. I do think that what we're going to get from Tiffany Stratton is going to be some sort of match with Chelsea Green. Fun, great. Maybe Chelsea or Tiffany wins the U.S. Championship before then. I don't think Julia makes it to WrestleMania as the U.S. champion. Although, as I say that, I feel like Alexa Bliss could win the U.S. champion at some point as well. What I need from Alexa Bliss is I need a women's tag team TLC match. I've been saying it forever. So if I were booking the women from tonight's event, Asuka and Kairi, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, hell, Kiana James and Julia, let's throw them into women's TLC. We have Raquel Rodriguez. I don't know if Roxanne Perez is ready to return. If she is, let's throw them in there as well. If she's not, then let's just have her, be a part of Liv Morgan's match. Let's have her interfere. Let's have her be the reason Liv Morgan wins that match. And maybe that'll plant some seeds for her push later down the line, right? Tiffany Stratton, like I said, against Chelsea Green would be a perfect WrestleMania match as far as I'm concerned. And of course, Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill for that women's championship. So I think everyone here does have some sort of path. I don't know if that's the path that WWE has for them, but I can see seeds of where they're going with all of these women. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch was a really fun match. I was expecting AJ Lee to lose this match. I do think that we're still going to get AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. I think that we're going to get some sort of either like hardcore match or cage match or something between these two for the IC championship. I just don't see anyone else challenging AJ Lee between now and then to create that story. I think that Becky Lynch just, becomes that annoying heel who keeps asking for a rematch, keeps bothering everyone for a rematch, keeps, winning matches against baby faces with heelish tactics until Adam Pearce has no other choice and he just books that match for WrestleMania. I wouldn't have a problem seeing these two women go at it again. They put on a really fun match tonight. AJ Lee looked great in the ring. Having her win her first championship after 11 years was a really cool moment. Having her do it in Chicago, her adoptive home, was a really fun moment. I mean, this match was great. I loved it. But yeah, I think that these two women are going to have a couple more matches against each other. I don't think that they're going to get away from each other that easily. And like I said, we're probably going to get some sort of rematch at WrestleMania. I don't know if Becky Lynch maybe wins the title back between now and then we just have like a best 2 out of 3 kind of match at WrestleMania. But I don't think that there's any other match that WWE can build that would be this interesting before WrestleMania. I do find it interesting that Becky Lynch keeps having the same referee ref all of her matches, and she keeps having problems with her in every match. She keeps confronting her in every match. I don't know if she's a wrestler as well, but I can also see WWE going that way, right? Maybe having her have a match against that ref at some point, having her just snap or have them both snap on each other and just book a match at some point. That would be fun as well. There's definitely some story to tell there. I just don't know where WWE is going with it quite yet, but I'm intrigued. I like where they're going with all of this, and yeah, I can't wait to see more. CM Punk versus Finn Balor was a great match also. I think it's important that CM Punk got a decisive win here. He absolutely did. It was a clean match, no Judgment Day interference. And at the end of the match, after CM Punk got the win with the GTS after he pinned Finn Balor 1, 2, 3, he was celebrating. Finn Balor got up. He did the thing where he pulled him by his shoulder to turn CM Punk. And then he extended his hand to shake CM Punk's hand. CM Punk hesitated, but at the end of it all, he did shake his hand. And I think that we're working towards a Finn Balor babyface turn. I don't hate it. I think that having him and Dominic Mysterio, kind of go their separate ways is the best thing to do for both of these guys. I feel like Finn Balor is better than what he is in the Judgment Day. Not to say that he's better than all of the people in the Judgment Day, but I feel like him as a singles competitor is better than him as another member of the Judgment Day. So I would have no problem with him just leaving the Judgment Day if you wanted the Judgment Day to keep going. Although, like I mentioned earlier, right, with Raquel Rodriguez needing that push also, please do not make Raquel Rodriguez a babyface. Raquel Rodriguez's character as a heel is amazing and goes perfectly fine with her ring work currently. We do not need a Raquel Rodriguez babyface turn WWE. Don't do that. Don't you do that, okay? I know you want to do that. Don't you do that. What we do need, however, is a Finn Balor babyface turn. I feel like we all just like Finn Balor too much, right? We want to cheer Finn Balor. So I think a babyface Finn Balor is the right move. I think that is the right move. And I feel like we are going to get some sort of match, whether it be a one-on-one match or a multi-person match, maybe a ladder match, but he's going to somehow challenge for the Intercontinental Championship, for Dominic Mysterio's IC Championship at WrestleMania. And you know what? Why not? Let's have him win it. Let's have him win that title. Let's have him defeat Dominic Mysterio for that title. And let's have him have a really fun babyface run with the IC Championship. CM Punk, as we all know, he's facing the OTC. He's facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. That's going to be a great match. That's going to 1,000% main event night 2 of WrestleMania. I don't know who gets the win there. I don't know who I want to get the win there. I feel like there is an interesting story to tell if either of these guys get the win there. But yeah, that match is going to be great. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what these guys have in store. I feel like we're going to tell another story between these two guys, right? Like there's always some sort of secondary story that they're telling with these matches other than just the championship. We saw it in the triple threat match last year, right? Where the story that they were telling behind the story was that of Paul Heyman joining Seth Rollins, creating this new faction and division, which we'll get into in a second. So I don't know where WWE would go with that. If they're planning for a CM Punk heel turn. Again, he's one of those guys that we all just love to cheer too much, though. So even if he is a heel, you're not going to get anyone to boo CM Punk. But yeah, that match is set for WrestleMania. We'll see where it goes. Really, really fun match here. I like Finn Balor's potential babyface turn. I want them to do something with him other than being just another Judgment Day guy. I don't care. Take JD McDonough with you. Whatever you want it to be. The main event was the men's Elimination Chamber match, and man, so much happened during that match. I don't know what WWE was doing. I don't know what business Logan Paul had eliminating the first 3 people essentially on his own. He eliminated Javon Evans, he eliminated LA Knight, and he eliminated Trick Williams. It was during that Trick Williams elimination that the door was open. They were helping him out of the ring. We had a decoy masked man show up. Adam Pearce pulled off the mask. He's like, who the hell are you? He was literally just another Seth Rollins goon. I guess, I don't know, does he have his goons now? Are these two guys part of Seth Rollins' new faction? But then as all of that cleared out, the security were busy taking that guy out of the ring, out of the arena, right? Trick Williams was being escorted out. The ring door was still open, and another masked man comes in. He stomps Logan Paul. He takes off his mask, and we get the reveal that Seth freaking Rollins is back to eliminate the Vision. I don't know. There's 2 members left, and they weren't even the original members. It's clear that the plan for the Elimination Chamber originally was going to be Braun Breaker. Right? It was supposed to be Braun Breaker in that spot. Braun Breaker got hurt. WWE was like, that's fine. We still have Bronson Reed. Then Bronson Reed got hurt, and WWE was like, I don't know. Let's throw Logan Paul in there, I guess. We can't throw Paul Heyman in there. So then they threw Paul Heyman in there, and then that's the story that we're going to tell at WrestleMania. A Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. I said Paul Heyman. I meant Logan Paul. Let's throw Logan Paul in there, and let's have Seth Rollins attack Logan Paul. Paul Heyman's a really fun thought to have, right? A little fun mental picture to have Paul Heyman in the Elimination Chamber. But yeah, we're probably going to get Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Sure, that's a fine match. Whatever. It's not as good as the Seth Rollins Braun Breaker match. It's not as good as the Seth Rollins Bronson Reed match. I'm just interested in these 2 goons. Are they part of Seth Rollins' new faction now? Did Seth Rollins come back to the WWE as the leader of a new faction? I liked the Monday Night Messiah. I liked when he had Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. Is that his name? Buddy Murphy as part of his faction. I feel like we can revisit that again, maybe having these 2 guys be part of that faction with Seth Rollins as the Monday Night Messiah. I don't know. Seth Rollins is meant to be a leader of a faction. I think he is the best when he's leading a faction, and it's going to be really interesting. I wonder if he shows up to Monday Night Raw this week. I wonder if he's off TV for a few weeks. I wonder if he's perfectly healed. I wonder if this was just like something to hold us over. Like he can do small things like this, but maybe not do a whole match if he's still healing. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I love Seth Rollins, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see what WWE does with this. However, like I said, I can't help but think that this would have been so much more interesting with Braun Breaker, with Bronson Reed in that match. But we have what we have. It's no one's fault. People get injured. That sucks. It sucks more for them being the people that are out and injured than it does for me as a fan. So I hope, I hope they get better soon, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a lot less entertaining for me personally seeing Seth Rollins go up against Logan Paul. Now, the final two here were Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. I think, like I said, with the women, we all kind of knew, we were all kind of in between two people in winning this match. I think the two people that everyone had were Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes. And again, WWE knew this. They were the last two people in the ring after Seth Rollins came in and stomped Logan Paul. Cody Rhodes pinned Logan Paul, got the elimination. It was just Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton in the ring. And as they were getting ready to go at it, Drew McIntyre jumps in the ring. He hits Cody Rhodes with his belt. Cody Rhodes then gives him first Randy Orton gives Drew McIntyre an RKO. Then Cody Rhodes gives Drew McIntyre a crossroads, and as he's getting up, Randy Orton RKOs Cody Rhodes, pinning him 1, 2, 3, and winning the Elimination Chamber. After this whole thing was said and done, listen, I thought that we were going to get a Cody Rhodes heel turn. The way he stood on the stairs, he kept looking back at Randy. Randy kept side-eyeing him, oh, do I say something? Do I don't? I thought that Randy Orton was going to go over to him and Cody Rhodes was going to reject him. He was just going to push him aside and leave, kind of being a pouty little baby or something. And kind of signaling at that heel turn is where I thought that they were going to go. They didn't quite go that way. After the PLE was done, during the post show, we did get Nick Aldis come out and he announced that on Friday night SmackDown, we will be getting this coming Friday, we will be getting Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Listen, Drew McIntyre did get involved. He did cost Cody Rhodes this match. So yeah, I feel like they've told the story. It's fully justified. I have no problem with them doing this match. However, Drew McIntyre did the same thing to Jacob Fatu on Friday. He cost him the qualifying match. So I don't know. I don't know what WWE is planning to do. All signs point to a fatal four-way triple threat match for the title. I don't think it would be a triple threat match. I do think that Jacob Fatu needs to be in this match. So yeah, fatal four-way at WrestleMania. I honestly have no problem with that. I've seen people online complaining about, oh, I can't believe that this is where WWE is going with all this. Why can't they just have a regular singles match? I don't care. I don't need a singles match. I want to see 4 dudes go at it. I need Jacob Fatu to come out of this match a winner. I'm perfectly fine with a fatal 4-way match at WrestleMania for that WWE Undisputed Championship. And that's honestly where I think WWE is going with it. Let me know in the comments if you think that's the right move. Again, from what I've seen on the internet, people aren't happy with that, but I don't know. I kind of am. So, fatal 4-way at WrestleMania. That's my prediction for all of this, honestly. I think after watching their chemistry on Friday Night SmackDown and watching them in the ring tonight, I think that a Trick Williams versus LA Knight match would be a lot of fun at WrestleMania, right? Just the build for that match, them cutting promos on each other, them just on the mic face to face would be absolutely amazing. They're both really great trash talkers. I think that WWE has something with Trick Williams. Did I say that in my last video? I don't know. I don't care. I'll say it again. They have something in Trick Williams that they haven't fully drilled into yet. They have something in Trick Williams that they haven't fully taken advantage of yet. He is a star. He's not even a star in the making. He is a star now. That entrance tonight when he came out, the entire arena chanting "Whoop that Trick," just the confidence that the dude has, the swagger that the dude has. He's great in ring. He's great on the mic. He is something, man. He is something different for WWE. And they need to find a way to tap into that. But yeah, I think him and LA Knight, again, I don't know what other direction they can go with LA Knight. Initially, I thought we could get like a Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams match, and that would have been a lot of fun. But I feel like WWE is going a different direction with Sami Zayn. After watching SmackDown, I feel like we're telling a different story with Sami Zayn, and I don't hate that. I don't hate it at all. So I'm still waiting to see what that develops into. But Trick Williams versus LA Knight, I think that would be a lot of fun. Javon Evans, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know where we go. Maybe we throw him into that match for the IC title. I feel like there's a lot of people that we can just throw into that match, and it wouldn't be a bad thing, right? Having a ladder match for the IC title would be great. If we build some stories for the IC title, Javon Evans, such a talented kid, man, such a talented dude. He impresses me every time I see him in the ring. I hated that he got eliminated by Logan Paul. I hated that Trick Williams got eliminated by Logan Paul. I hated that LA Knight got eliminated by Logan Paul. So I don't know. I feel like, yeah, you throw him into an IC title match, and that's all you really can do with him at this point. But that guy deserves a WrestleMania match. What I honestly think that WWE is going to do with him, and I think that it would be a waste, is he's probably going to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is on Friday before WrestleMania. But I think that that's going to be his role, is he's going to win that match, which, fine, great. I hope that he can do something with that. I hope that WWE can have him do something with that, just like they did with Melo. Melo actually did something with that. He created that chain with what do you call it, Dre, the Dre chain he had, which, I mean, it was Melo, so he made it work. So I hope that WWE can do something similar with Javon Evans to make that whole thing work. But yeah, something tells me that that's going to be his role for WrestleMania, is the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial winner. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But I think that that's where he's going. There you have it. That's everything that happened tonight during the Elimination Chamber. Oh, that's not true. We had the crate reveal. We had the box reveal. So both Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce came out to the top of the ramp. The box was there. They had crowbars. They opened the box, and then there was a coffin inside, and they both just kind of left. And then we had a parade of people come out of the coffin, and at the end, it was Danhausen being like, "Cursed, you're cursed, I curse you," whatever it is he says. Look, I'm not super familiar with Danhausen. Of course, I've heard some interviews with him. I've seen some clips of his online from AEW, but look, you guys all gave me recommendations for AEW matches before. So for all of those people that gave me those recommendations, what should I look at for Danhausen? Like, give me some fun stuff that he did at AEW that I can go and watch that will get me more familiar with him. I feel like he's a lot of fun. I like goofy wrestling. I know that he's a goofy wrestler. I can't wait to have a segment backstage with him and R-Truth. Hell, let's throw Mr. Iguana in there. I don't know. I like the goofiness of wrestling. Wrestling is goofy, man. Wrestling should be fun. It shouldn't be all serious and dudes being all tough with each other. I, for one, welcome Danhausen to the WWE, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see where WWE goes with this. But yeah, let me know in the comments what I should be looking for with Danhausen, what I can Google, what I can look at on YouTube that will familiarize myself with Danhausen a little bit more. I'm interested. Let me know. But anyway, though, since you made it this far, make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let me know what you thought about this PLE. Personally, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good PLE. Was it perfect? No, I don't think it was perfect, but it was very, very good. There were some very good moments. I think they made the right people come out strong from this. Do I think the right person won every match? Sure. I mean, Randy Orton winning, I think ultimately we're going to get the same result regardless of who won. So I think that this was the right way. I think ultimately we're going to get Cody Rhodes in that match anyway. But so I think that this is the right way for them to get there. I think maybe I would have had Becky Lynch win this match, considering it was AJ Lee's first singles match in 10 years, they said. But I get it. I get them wanting her to win it in Chicago. That's perfectly fine with me as well. Again, we're still going to get the same result at the end of all of this, I think, which is a WrestleMania match between Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. But anyway, I've rambled a lot at this point. Like I said, drop a like, hit subscribe. Check out this video that's going to be here. It's somewhere here. I say that at the end of every video. I never know what side it's on. But the video is going to be WWE SmackDown Explained, this Friday SmackDown Explained. Go check out that video. That video was a lot of fun. I thought that show was a lot of fun as well. I don't know. Check out some of my takes from there. Anyway, though, as always, until next time, have a nice day.